Think about an answer to this question in your head. What matters more to you, a game of golf or animals' homes? A proposed golf course would destroy globally rare and irreplaceable interdunal wetlands and ecologically significant ridge and swale wetlands, as well as a variety of rare plants and insects. The east side is the more populated area of our great state of Wisconsin. Therefore, this issue would affect a good majority of our fellow citizens. The entire state of Wisconsin should be each of our concerns, as we are all facing similar economic issues in this great state, and we should be watching out for not only each other, but also for the species that exist. Let's begin with the history behind the stakeholders and wildlife and its landscape. Kohler-Andre State Park has an interesting mix of pine forests, beaches, river marshes, and beautiful sand dunes. These beautiful landscapes are overlooking one of the biggest bodies of water, Lake Michigan. Let's go back to the founding of this beautiful area of land. During the time of the prehistoric Indians was the last of the Ice Age period. These sheets of ice were melting, which made the water level much higher than it is today. These prehistoric Indians used this land to hunt wildlife such as mammoths and deer. The next phase of this land was seen by explorers and fur traders. They used the land to hunt wildlife such as deer, moose, and beavers. Soon after, the land was settled by pioneers. They used the shores for fishing and explored inland to find farmland. As the land became more inhabited, tourism and lake property were becoming more popular among landowners, and so to preserve the beautiful landscape, in 1924, Terry Andre purchased 92 acres and donated it to the state. Then, in 1966, the state accepted another park donation of 280 acres, donated by the Kohler Company, as a memorial to John Michael Kohler, the founder of Kohler. Kohler Company has large manufacturing plants and its corporate headquarters in the heart of the village of Kohler, which has been named due to the company's long and large influence. Kohler supplies the surrounding area with jobs and promotes a strong local economy. This course that Kohler wishes to build is being built off the shoreline of Lake Michigan. This specific area of Sheboygan County is in the jurisdiction of the town of Wilson. Kohler Company had approached the town and filed for a permit to build from its land adjacent to Kohler-Andre State Park. The town stated that the application was incomplete, which led Kohler to approach the city of Sheboygan. This led the city to annex the town's land and grant permits for Kohler Company. According to Jim Buchholz, former superintendent of the state park, the proposed golf course would influence the annual 365,000 visitors because the course would use the same entrance as the park. This proposed golf course would bring in roughly 227 jobs and $1.1 million in tax revenue for the city of Sheboygan and $21 million in economic activity. Golf courses are known for keeping the aesthetic of a healthy green lawn to uphold its prestigious look. The excessive amounts of fertilizer used cause a depletion in the quality of soil. Along with the fertilizer's impact on soil, it can also cause runoff that affects both the groundwater and local waterways. This leads to an increase of algae growth and a change in the biology of aquatic environments impacting both plants and animals. Not only does an increase in nitrogen affect the environment, but us too. Nitrogen from fertilizer causes increased risks of chronic illness and cancer, especially in children. If the golf course would have been built, it would have affected the birds, amphibians, plants, and mammals that live in the Kohler-Andre State Park. There are over 200 species of birds in this park, including the boreal chickadee, ruby-crowned kinglet, black-throated warbler, the Connecticut warbler, the wood thrush, the hooded warbler, and 17 different species of birds of prey. This park is a common place for birds to rest while they migrate. A specific species called the whippoorwillow resides in this park and is declining all over the nation, but especially in Wisconsin. If the park were taken away, this species would be closer to endangerment. It would also take away the habitat of over 200 acres of woodlands, which would have been a major catastrophe to the habitat of the birds. Mammals would have also been affected if the golf course was built. Deer are a very common mammal that live in this state park. If the course was built, the deer would have been hunted out of the area and forced to relocate. It is also home to the rare gray fox and others. The gray fox only lives in the woodlands and could be hard on the species if they were forced to relocate. Otters would have been trapped and relocated also. Creating the proposed golf course on the rare and irreplaceable interdunal ridge and swale wetlands would destroy all the benefits given by them, along with endangering all the rare plants and species. This area of land has been founded, explored, and settled upon by many stakeholders in wildlife. It has been made into a state park to protect and preserve the beautiful landscape. Kohler Company has a long history and large influence on the local Sheboygan area and offers many economic benefits. However, they wish to expand these economic benefits by destroying ecologically important ridge and swale wetlands. The repercussions of destroying these important ridge and swale wetlands involve the loss of habitats for birds and mammals, the loss of an ecosystem that helps benefit many types of nature. Overall, the Kohler-Andre State Park should not be overtaken and wiped out for a golf course. Its economic advantages and resources are much too great to lose.